Okay, so following on from our finding percentages of numbers using cross multiplication, here's some more examples. I put up examples in the slideshow on our math classroom 6th grade math module folder. So with this assignment that's coming up, but I wanted to just demonstrate on the whiteboard how it works too. Okay, I got that. And okay, so let's look at this problem. So let's say we have 36 is what percent is what percent of 90? 90. So now we're not saying 80% of 90. We're doing 36 is what percent of 90. So we're looking for what percent it is. We're going to lay out our problem just like we did before, where it's fraction equals fraction, which is the proportions are the same. So our fraction, we're going to start here with the what percent on this side, which is the percentage side. If you think about the left side is the percentage side. What percent? So we don't know the percent, so that's where our n is going to go. And for our missing number, I'll put a little question mark to remind us. That's the what we're looking for, the what percent of it is. And we know percent, any number. So if it was 35%, then it would be 35 over 100. If the answer is 20%, it would be 20 over 100. If it was 280%, it would be 280 over 100, right? So that's the what percent laid out as a fraction. This question mark, we don't know, but we do know it's over 100. And then we're going to do with our equal sign. And what we're looking for is what is the 100% of our question at 100%? Well, you can see 36 is a proportion of 90, right? So 90 now is our 100%. So we're going to put our 90 in the same position as 100. Because if I had 90 over a 90, if I had 90 out of 90, I had 100%, right? Think about it. If it was a test, if I got 90 of questions right out of 90 questions, I got 100%. So that's my 100%, 90. And then here, what percent that I'm looking for is 36. So 36 goes over our 90. Right, and in the place of this is a what, because this is the number that I want to know what percent it is. So again, if we were taking a test, I'm asking if I got 36 questions right out of 90, what percent is that? Okay, so now we're going to use our cross multiplication skills. 100 times 36, which is 3,600. So this is where our mental math comes in handy. We just add 2 zeros there. And 90 times our n, it's just going to give me 90 times n, which I'm going to simplify to just 90n. Oh, look at that funny 90. Okay. Then what I need to do is to get the answer by itself. So 90 times n, I'm going to use the inverse property to multiplication, which is division. And I'm going to divide it by 90, and that will help undo multiplication. So think about it this way. If I did 3 times 4 is 12, I can divide 12 by 4 and I'll get 3. It's the same idea, just a little bit more complex here. But they just cross each other out, and then I get this, there's the missing number. But because I did it to this side, and these are balanced, these are in proportion, so that means I have to do this side as well to keep the balance going. I got 3,600 divided by 90. I can make this a little easier for myself by taking out the zeros. Boom, zeros are out. And now I can just divide 360 by 9. And 9 divided into 36 How many 9's in 36? Well, hopefully you're answering. Oh, that's an easy one. It's in the 9's timetable. Use your fingers if you're really stuck. But it's 4. And there's a 0. So I'll add the 0 in. 40. I'm not done. 40 equals n. 40 what? 40%. And so my answer should be not 40 equals n, but 40% is what percent is the answer for this actual question. Did you see that? Boom! Pretty cool stuff. I know it's complex at the moment, but this is really us expanding our minds and getting ready for the algebra that we're going to do next year. And if we can embrace this and we can master it, we're going to be in a fantastic place next year. Okay, so and we're going to be ahead, yay, of the public schools, because right now the public schools, the kids in my neighborhood right now they're not doing anything. They're really behind. So yeah, so hey, well done, Sanderling. Go Sanderling, go. All right, I'm gonna undo. Let me just, I think I can just clear the board. Yes, I'm gonna clear the board, please. All right, we're gonna start another one. Okay, see if you can do it along with me. You're gonna probably on this one just shout out, "Oh, that's easy, Dr. Power. I already have it. I don't even need to do the math." Okay, great. I'm so glad, but still do it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay, no, 15 is what percent of 20? Can you hear yourselves in the background? Because Tammy's on a lesson with you right now in the other room. If you're hearing noises, that's Tam's talking to you guys. All right, 15 is what percent? Oh, I forgot to put what. There's my what is what percent of 20? Okay, you probably already can see it. Can you already see it? Good, great. But anyway, I still want you to do the work. Okay, let's try it. 15 is what percent of 20? So first we put on the left side our percentage. Yeah, our fraction that represents the percent. What percent? Well, we don't know what, so we put an n there. Remember, that's our question. What percent? We don't know. And over, hopefully you're screaming it out right now, 100. Okay, equals is what percent of 100? We don't know. Again, if it was 20% of 100, this would be 20 over 100. So we don't know what percent, so we got a little n there. Is out of 15 of 20. So which is the 100% value? What is 100%? Well, 100%, if I got all of the questions right, 20 out of 20. 20 is going to be that number here, which is in line, see, with the 100%. So if I got 20 out of 20 questions on this, if this was a test, that would be 100%. But it's not, oh, I got 15 out of 20. Oh, so what's that? Okay, and I do know that it's 15 out of 20. So I'm going to put the 15 there. And that's what I want to know, what it is out of 20. So now we're going to, in order to solve, we use cross multiplication. 100 times 15 is 15 plus 2 zeros. Mental math, nice and easy. Equals 20 times n should be 20, not 26, 20 n. Okay, 20 times n, which simplified is 20n. We got a new word, simplified. Okay, and I'm going to divide both sides by 20 because I'm going to undo the 20 from the n. They're holding hands, 20 times n. It's like they're holding hands. So I need to unfortunately make them stop holding hands. So I'm going to, multiplication made them hold hands. Division's going to get them away from each other. So 20, and I'm going to get n on this side. And I've got to divide this side by 20 because it's at balance. This equals this. Anything I do to this side, I got to do that side. Anything I do to this side, I got to do that side. because they're balanced, and so I've got to make sure that I do the same thing, and that'll to get to the answer. Remember our rule about zeros. I can cross these two out and simplify it this way. So now I have 150 divided by 2. Hopefully you can just do that in your head. If not, go ahead and do it on the side. But you should know what two numbers give us 150. Well, that would be 75. But I'm not done, because 75 equals n is not my answer. What is my answer? What is it asking me? It's asking me for it in this as a percent. So my answer is 75%. Because it didn't ask me what is the value of n. See, I just did that as a process to find a missing number. What it did ask me is what percent is. So my answer needs to be put into percent form. Just like if it was asking me inches, I'd need to say 75 inches. Or feet, 75 feet. All right, let's try one more. And then I will let you go. You can work. Yes, confirm. And the final one is, what is 18? 18 is what percent? What percent of 30? Question mark. 18 is what percent of 30? All right, so we set it up over here. What are we working with first? Which fraction? Percentage. So n over 100. I'm going to go a little faster this time. Equals 18 over what's at 100? 30%. What's the full thing? 30. And now cross multiply. 100 times 18 is 1800 times those two zeros. And 30 times n, holding hands with the n, 30 n simplified. Divide both sides by 30. Remember, because we're using this is multiplication, 30 times n. I use the inverse property to get them to stop holding hands. They cancel each other out. I divide this side by 30 as well. Equals n, it ends by itself now, and 1800 divided by 30. Once again, remember, well, I can just do that to simplify this problem. And 180 divided by 3. Don't make it hard, make it easy for your brain to do. 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then add your 0. So you get 60. But I'm not done, because it's asking me in percent. So 60% is my answer. Yay! I hope that made it clear and that you'll understand how to do that on the homework page. Thanks, everybody. Bye.